Welcome to Grab Shiny Podcast, where we talk about video games, anime, and anything else we really feel like. We want to remind you to share this podcast with your friends if you like it. Like the video if you're on YouTube, and subscribe to the Grab Shiny YouTube channel and our Twitch channel, please. Or follow us on Twitch. That's how that works, right?
Yes.
Okay. Going from... I have three people with me. I have Alex, I have Zach, and from Infinite Blade Works, I have Nick with me. So right off the bat, we're going to start off with good game, bad game. I'm going to start with Zach.
God damn it.
You didn't want me to start with you? I haven't even thought of one yet. I should have.
Yo, I got mine.
Okay.
I got mine.
We'll get there.
Man. Oh.
Did you really not think of one?
You know, I forgot.
Dude.
Okay. Nick, what do you got?
Hey, man, all right. So, what do you want first? Good game or bad game first?
Whatever. You know what? Let's start with bad game.
Bad
We can
game.
end on good game and
Dude,
be happy.
Man, you already know what I'm about to say, yo. The Fire Emblem game for the Wii. I'm pretty sure it's called Radiant Dawn.
Yeah.
Of course.
I hate that game so goddamn much. You don't know how hyped I was when I saw the trailer for this thing on, how long I was surfing the web, waiting for a new Fire Emblem game. And then this thing came out, and I played it. And you get that feeling where you want to like it, but you just can't.
What?
It messed the story all the way up.
I think the characters was a big.
The characters,
big
it seemed like they were dropping it seemed like a love triangle or love situation was going on with some of the characters where they just completely dropped the ball or just pretending like it didn't even happen.
Like, when you have a main protagonist, I didn't even see one in that game until later. It
Man,
didn't even feel like it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you what you mean. Like the way they broke it up and they started here and then they went here. They tried it.
How's gameplay?
It's Fire Emblem.
It wasn't the exact same. Like
The maps are kind of janky and
they made it
some are
different.
really big too.
I know they added the feature where each turn you can save it. I guess for people who
No,
I
don't think it was a save thing.
No, each turn you could save it. I guess it's for the people who complaining about the difficulty.
I do remember hearing about that, yeah.
Which,
Maybe that's if you play on a certain setting. I don't
if-
remember that.
You don't remember that? I know probably normal, easy, maybe you could do it. I don't know about hard. I can't remember because I haven't played this thing in so long.
I'd have to look up.
But I'm pretty sure. I know that was a big thing. I used it. I ain't gonna lie.
I died when you got the wolf or whatever. You had to survive for 20 or 30 fucking turns, and on the last turn, a fucking sniper came up and killed my fucking healer. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" He got a crit, just instant killed her. I was
I'm sorry. First off,
so stupid.
First off, you need to train them healers. Okay, so you can level them up, and change their classes to bishops, the war clerks and stuff like that. That way, not only can they heal, they can also.
I don't think you could train in that game.
Yeah, you can. There's experience level bar that you can do before the mission, where you can divvy up after every battle. The ones you don't kill, you get experience for it. The higher the difficulty, the less you get. So you could divvy up to any character you really want.
Well, to be fair, I haven't played it in fucking forever.
If I'm wrong, please let me know.
That sounds.
But I'm almost positive this is how it was.
That just sounds horrible overall to me.
Because the first Fire Emblem game on the GameCube, oh my gosh, it's awesome. This is what makes this game so much worse. It's because it was such a huge disappointment.
This is the second console one we got, right? In America?
Yeah,
the Wii.
consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, with the whole saving thing, XCOM lets you do the same thing. You can save it every turn just in case you want to quit and go do other things. But at the same time, whatever the calculations were at that moment is what they're going to be no matter how many times you reload. If you shot and you missed, the next time you reload, you're going to miss again. And that's the way it should be. Because otherwise you're just going to keep reloading your turns over and over again.
Another thing I didn't like about the gameplay was it seemed like the higher percentages you get of the attacks. Let's say you got an 82 and 87. I know there's a chance to miss, but it missed way too often.
Yeah.
That crap.
And goddamn, did enemies crit at 2 or 3% a lot. I was like, wait, hold the fuck up.
This is some cheating stuff. I don't know what kind of algorithm they got going on. Yeah. I don't know what the heck they did, but it used to make me so mad.
I don't know, Nick. You should have prayed RNGesus more.
Yeah. God.
Look here. I'm trying to win a war here, okay? I don't got time for all that.
Look, man, real wars aren't that easy.
Real war is war, okay? Trying to stop the...
Okay, so Radiant Dawn, bad game. What's a good game?
The Warriors.
PS2.
PS2. The Warriors.
I haven't
based
played
off
that. I heard it's so good.
It is amazing, and it's a 2-player game at the same time.
Just released for PS4.
So it's just a beat 'em up, right? Like
it's
not just beat 'em, but it's
Pretty much the basis of it. And you know, you're
you
the
do
Warriors.
stages, but goes
like
through
different-
the story of the.
That's like
Warriors.
you got the movie, but it's a They got the prequel to the part. So you know how they trying to get back to Coney Island during the movie.
Yeah.
There's a prequel part to it in the game, which I think it's awesome.
That's cool.
It's really awesome. It's like the Warriors trying to build their rep up to get invited to this important meeting. Like the meeting hasn't been announced yet, but they're trying to become one of the best gangs in the city. So they're trying to get their rep up, and you're going through different stages. You're meeting different gangs, you're beating up different gangs. Just marking your turf all over the city. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Right. Did you think of something, Zach? Are you serious? Alex, you got one?
I got a.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just the whole series in general. I think I would like to say that the Metal Gear Solid series is probably one of the best games.
God,
man,
you
series
start with
altogether.
the whole series.
The whole series.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's including.
Despite
So Metal Gear Acid, right?
some of them being kind of like a little shitty
I love
gameplay wise or
Acid.
just plot wise, but still the majority of it's pretty good.
You're right. I think overall, as a package, that's a good pack. That's a good Christmas present to open up the rest of your life. You
Yes.
Yeah.
I could deal without Metal Gear Solid 2.
know? You know what? Be careful.
Yeah, I might be in the
I felt the
minority
same way.
here, but I did not like it. It almost stopped me from playing the series. You know this. Yeah, if y'all didn't convince me to keep playing, I was like,
Yeah.
there was a reason why I never got past it. I was like, I hate this.
It's like one of
Once
people's
you
favorites,
power
man.
through
You're
though,
playing with fire.
I like
Dude,
it a
I don't know
lot.
what it was then. It just didn't click with me.
It's
Like,
because you couldn't.
I think
beat
it's because there's
Batman
just
at first.
fucking Raiden, and
Look,
And that's
he's not
because you
qualified
suck
to
at
get
it.
rid of
You're like,
bombs.
nah,
look,
man,
look,
I gotta
look
go
at
back.
Alex. I need you to calm down over there.
Well, it's true.
Okay, I got through him, didn't
Like barely.
I? I still got through it,
This
but man,
Batman, he was like one of the easiest bosses.
Metal Gear Solid 3 saved that franchise for me because that game, Snake Eater, was awesome.
Can we
Fucking Snake
can we all
Eater.
agree Metal Gear Solid 4 is better than a lot of people give it credit for?
Yes.
Like I get it, it's linear, and I get it. It's the story just goes all the fuck. Like 2 was crazy, and 4 was like, yeah, we can top that. And they did with their stupidness, but the gameplay's good. And the bosses are really good. I don't think they get enough credit. Like fighting Crying Wolf was really good and stuff like that.
See, I only played 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
I put all
I've
them
watched-
chicks to sleep.
I've watched 4 be played, and it looked amazing.
It
I
is
thought
cool.
some of the concepts in it were pretty fucking stupid.
Man, I think they were just trying to wrap it all
But,
up at
yeah.
the end of it.
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
tried to.
I would say near the end was like where it started falling off. Like they started trying to fill up some plot holes that didn't really make any sense at first, and you're just like, well, this is the end. This is supposed to be like their last game for the series. I'll just go with it.
I'll say I think 5 is better than 4. And 4 is probably my least
I
favorite.
need you to tread carefully. I'm still not finished with 5 yet.
Okay, I will tread carefully, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
5
Hey,
better
man, I'm
than,
working on it.
and I think 4 is probably the worst in the series.
I think 4 is the worst in the series?
Yeah.
Dude, I
Out
take
of the
4
ones I
over,
played, as far as the mainline ones,
I take 4 over 2.
I would not.
That's me. That's just me.
I like 2 a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of rank it 1 or 3, depending on what day it is.
One
Is at
is-
the top.
One
Three-
is my favorite.
three
but I
is
haven't
top.
played 3. either.
3's top. 1, 4, then 2 for me. I can't grade 5 yet because I haven't finished it yet.
I'm
But
gonna-
I'm liking it so far.
I'm gonna give it 1, and then 3, then 5, then 2, then 4, and Peace Walker's above 4.
I
You forgot Acid 2 at the top.
Oh, we only count canonical games. We also miss Portable Ops.
was about to say, what about what's the Peace Walker? What about Peace Walker?
Peace Walker's above 4. Peace Walker's awesome.
I like
But
Peace Walker.
Metal Gear Solid 5 is Peace Walker on crack. Like it's everything.
Peace Walker 2.0.
It's Peace Walker 2.0. It's like everything about Peace Walker made into a fully fledged game, not just an idea anymore. The only thing it's lacking is in bosses. There's just, but I don't want to go too far into it because you haven't played it yet. But
I'm playing it.
it's
I've not
lacking
finished
in
it yet.
bosses. I'll just let you know right now.
5 what we talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine. What you got for a bad game?
Anything Compile Hearts.
Oh, like what? Like what?
Mugen Souls.
Mugen Souls.
Jesus Christ.
We never finished it, did we?
Do we? I don't think we got past the first.
Hour or so.
Like it was.
So you can't. Maybe it picks up, but first hour or so, there's a bunch of 1,000-year-old angels or demons or whatever they were
They need to grow up.
who are children talking about taking a bath with each other and touching each other inappropriately. That's compile heart.
It was high quality jailbait.
So-
I don't know if I can improve that one.
Where do I buy this game? I want it.
You can have his copy.
You can have mine. You can buy it on
I'll fucking
Steam.
take
You can buy Moving Souls on Steam and the sequel.
I play garbage all the time.
Yeah, it makes sense. But it's also just RPG in general.
I don't know. A lot of people like Neptunia, but I've never gotten that series.
I hear Neptunia is
Neptunia's
actually like
good though.
I heard it was terrible
Right.
and it's actually stepped its game up, but I'm just too scared to try it. One
Well, I
that's
never
like,
tried any like the old ones.
I
but
have
looked at
no idea
videos
what y'all guys are
of the
talking
newer
about.
ones.
I don't think I just care.
That's
enough.
the one with the girls
Neptunia
at the
is
game
an
consoles, right?
RPG, and the girls are parodies of video game consoles. There's a PlayStation girl. There's an Xbox girl.
There's a Wii girl.
There's a Wii girl.
Wii
There's,
U girl.
there's like a PSP girl. Now,
I think there's a
this is
Vita girl
this
too,
is
isn't
interesting. There's a I think it's Super Dimension Neptunia versus Sega Hard Girls that's just got announced.
And they have like the Game Gear is one of them too.
Now, hold
right?
up.
Whatever.
There's the parody versions, but now they're going against the real versions. The girls are literally named like Dreamcast, Game Gear, whatever. Is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
It's like breaking down all the. I thought they were the consoles, but I guess they're not. It's the worst.
There were
gotta love the
bootlegs
worst.
whole time.
That sounds like the best one.
Man, you gotta love the worst sometimes. You just really do. It makes you appreciate the good so much better.
Yeah.
Because if you just play good, you're like, you get a little complacent. But when you play that one bad game, you realize how good you had it.
You regret all the nitpicks about these other really
Exactly.
good
Like
games.
all that stuff is so little and doesn't even matter anymore.
Kind of reminds me of like the Sonic series. You guys bitch you complain about Sonic 06 when Sonic Heroes was like you guys always
First off,
complain about Sonic Heroes, but
Heroes is way better
I
than 06.
liked Sonic Heroes. I had no problems.
Exactly.
I liked playing Sonic
I'll
Heroes.
say-
I don't know what the nitpicking was all about before.
I'll say when Sonic Heroes came out, I thought it was shit. When Shadow came out, I also thought it was shit. And then Sonic 06 came out, and it was like, wow, I just never thought it could get this bad.
Like,
It was one of those moments where you're like, God,
Oh.
how much more worse
That's
can
kind
it
of
get?
what I.
Like I thought I
Had
knew
mine
what
for bad game
I thought I
now.
knew what shit was, but obviously I do not.
we never saw Sonic Boom coming in our future.
First off, Sonic Boom don't exist in here. Okay, let's not even speak of it.
All right, Zach, what do you got? You got good game, bad game. You can start wherever you want.
Bad game.
Is this about to be controversial?
Fuck this game. Mega Man X6.
Wow.
I fucking hate that game so fucking much.
We were just playing that.
I had it out of my fucking memory, and then we just talked about shit that just got worse and worse, and I was like, I could think of a series like that.
Okay, so people call Mega Man X5 bad. You played Mega Man X5,
Fucking,
and it was bad.
that game was really bad, but it's a fucking godsend compared to 6.
Jesus.
Like, holy fuck, man.
It was like one of those things where like, as you're playing X5, and the more you got to the end, you kind of got used to it, right? And you just kind of adapted.
Yeah.
And then X6, you didn't even want to fucking play it.
It's just fucking shit.
You stopped playing
God.
it. You stopped playing it.
God,
And then what'd you do? You went straight to Mega Man X. And
So I could
you
feel
played-
fucking better about myself.
He played through almost the whole game.
You didn't take a break?
You have to wash the taste out your mouth.
I'm saying so you wash your taste out the mouth with
Between
something.
X5 and X6?
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm saying, man, you gotta take a. You can't do that.
Well, because I had
you
to
can't
see.
do that, man.
Well,
Because I heard
No, 'cause
X5 was bad.
No, look, 'cause
but X6 was like.
your mind's already saying
Fucking
like you're
garbage.
already on this little downward spiral of bad, and if you go straight into
And
bad
X7
again,
was next.
and you go straight into
Which
bad
was
again.
scary.
First off, like any game you played after is probably a little tainted because you have this. This thing in your head.
You're
that's-
angry.
Exactly. So you might not
I
enjoy
don't
a
think you
game.
understood how
I-
angry I was.
That's
playing
what I'm
that
saying
game.
though. Like, why didn't you go to a game you knew was good to
would-
help wash that taste out your
Because
mouth?
what happened was, I wanted to start in chronological order. But my buddy here, John,
Main man here.
wanted me to fucking play X5.
Like,
Because I've played X1, X2.
Yep.
I don't like X3. I don't know why people fucking like that game.
Now,
Whatever. I played X4. Love X4. Then I had to do it at X5.
hold on. After X5, who put on X6 for you?
I kind of fucking did it to myself.
You did. To
I
yourself.
was so curious.
So who you fucking
Because
playing?
like once I got to the end of X5, it actually wasn't like terrible. I was like, you
You're
know
having a
what?
good time.
This actually is alright.
Ultimate Armor.
If it was just fucking me by myself, I would have fucking hated every fucking second with it.
Uh-huh.
But at least playing a shitty game with friends is always fun.
Always, because you'll talk shit together. It's awesome.
Fuck X6. There is no being happy about that game at all.
You should do like a
Just
comparison
none.
right now, like X6 or Mighty Number 9.
Calm down, man. It's all right.
We haven't played my number 9, so
No, I'm saying you should play it so you can see what.
Bro, that Mighty Number 9 looks way better than X6.
I don't know.
Like,
That's
way
hold up. Let's
better.
calm the fuck down. Let's not get carried the
No.
fuck
It
away.
might change whenever you play it. So
X6 is a horrible fucking game. It's broken. It's
You always
stupid.
go into games that
So
like are iffy like that with
stupid.
low expectations. That way, if it's at any
Bro,
type decent,
I don't
any
think
type-
you understood
any
how
type
low I was
decent,
going into
if
that.
it's any decent, you're happier because
Have you
you're like,
played
you know what?
X6?
No, I have not.
Oh my god, you need to play it. It's so
Why would I play shit like that when y'all are telling me here that it's crap? I have y'all. You're my patsy for that.
like
they're the guinea pigs.
the
for bad
stages
games.
are like not even like a minute long.
Look, I
probably.
played enough
but
bad
it's the
games in my
worst
life.
Thing ever.
I played enough bad games in my life. I don't need no more on my books like that.
Okay. Good game. What do you got?
I'm gonna stay on track.
What do you got for good game?
X2.
Mega
Mega Man
Man
X2. I fucking love. It's my favorite.
Is
X.
it better? Wow.
It's my favorite X game. Straight up.
Why? What makes it better than the first one?
Well, first of all, the armor was a lot cooler at the time. You know, it's the first one that made the actual armor do like a special move, so that kind of set the bar for that.
Right.
Your helmet was like it did the same shit as the first one, but also gave you a cool little scan move. Cool, but fucking useless, really, unless you want to find the armor with it. You got your fucking dash boots, and that's what incorporated the air dash. The only other dash boots that are even cooler than that is X3, and that's the only thing I can even say good about X3. Really, is the fucking boots you get in that game. And then the arm cannon, it was way cooler than X1. X1 shoots that big fucking purple stream that only hits like one of the hits, so it doesn't fucking matter on bosses. That
Right.
one, you charge a fucking double shot. Each hit hits the boss. It feels good, you know. Unless you want to do fucking meta shit and just dash shot all the time. I do, but
So you're making the bold claim X2 is the best X game you've played so far.
I fucking love it. I fucking love it so much.
Above X, above X4, the ones everyone likes.
And like,
Okay.
there's a big thing too. That I mean, fucking everyone's probably played it by now. So I'm just gonna say it. You haven't played it?
I haven't played no Mega Man at all. I got into the gaming stuff late.
If
Like,
you haven't gotten into it
you
by
know.
now, you're probably gonna wait like years from now to even play
dude,
it.
you know, I probably never will.
So, the biggest thing was like this optional thing you could do is to beat the optional bosses and collect Zero's parts because Zero gets fucking exploded in the first one.
Right.
So you can collect them, or you could fucking opt not to. So if you don't, Sigma rebuilds Zero with those parts and brainwashes them, and you fucking fight him. Fucking cool. If you do collect him, even cooler, Sigma makes a fake Zero. Just as you're about to fucking fight him, Zero comes out of nowhere, whoops his fucking ass right in front of you, and he's like, "Go on, fucking take down Sigma," and you just fucking go and God, so good.
What was the game where Zero was like blown in half and he did that fucking action shot? Was that X5?
That was X5.
Ah, that shit was so fun. He's like fucking destroyed and he's still jumping but broke. He's like, ah!
The cutscenes in that game weren't even cutscenes. God damn it. That's the only thing X6 has on X5.
Okay. Well, I'm
Moving pictures.
gonna do mine. Good game, bad game. Bad games Drive Club.
Ha.
And I gotta admit
It's
it.
the new one, right? That came out.
Yes.
You were
I told him so. Too.
trying to get
That's so funny.
everybody to play it.
Dude, I told you. I could have swore I told you about that game because like it was free for the.
For PlayStation Plus, you can
Yeah.
get a few things.
At least you got it free.
No, I
I
didn't.
know he bought it.
I bought it. Because with PlayStation Plus, you only get a little bit of the game. I want the whole game.
It wasn't free on
could've
No,
swore it was the whole
no.
game.
No, because it's not like it was free on PlayStation Plus. There was a Drive Club PlayStation Plus edition. So
okay.
you got a little bit of the game and you could buy the rest of it. But the game was $20. So I was like, I'm going to buy it because I like Evolution Studios. I like what they did before. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to buy it. I don't care what anyone says. Like, even if it's not as good as their other games, it should still be good. And it kind of is. It's kind of okay. It drives well. You drive fine. What it is just completely boring. And as a person who plays simulator games, and Drive Club is by no means a simulation game, but it's more in that vein than other games. Gran Turismo is fun because Gran Turismo has a select amount of races. There's about 40 races. accomplish them, and you get new cars, and it's
You feel like a constant progress.
you feel like a constant progress or whatever. Drive Club comes off as like a mobile game, like
Ugh. Ugh.
like there's over 1,000 races in the game.
Aren't you expected to repeat races too, just to unlock
Yeah.
more shit?
Well,
Or is there enough races to like?
there's 1,000 races, just so you know.
That's a little
Man, you'll
fucking
get-
much.
And
Yeah.
like there's like different types, like there's S rank and A rank cars, and like you pick within the rank or you pick within the model they want you to. But at the end of the day, like it's still just racing cars over the same tracks over and over again. There's not enough tracks to support. The game looks gorgeous. Like when it
Yeah,
starts
the game
raining,
did look good.
when it's raining, it's some of the best rain I've ever seen in a game before. But that doesn't mean anything. It has nothing to it. The menu looks like Windows 8, and that's what the whole game feels like is Windows fucking 8.
Oh,
Like, and when you beat races, you get experience points, and as you level up your experience, you unlock new cars. Like, and it's just so like, I never feel like, oh, I earned that car. It's just like, oh, some new fucking cars got unlocked. Who cares? I don't even know which ones they are. I'll just go to the race and pick whichever one has the fastest stats. It's not like Gran Turismo where I buy a car, I tuned up the car. Maybe it's not the best car I had, but I could afford it, and I bet I could race good enough to win. Drive Club is disappointing. Good game. Motorstorm.
yeah.
Specifically 1 and 2. I haven't played Apocalypse much, but Pacific Rift in the first game.
Never played it.
It's such a cool game because you're racing, but there's just different classes of race cars. So like there's a monster truck or a dirt bike or a four-wheeler, things like that. And they have different advantages and disadvantages. And the thing that makes the game, because there's different paths on a race. So like if you want to go high on the really like the mountainy type, you want a dirt bike, and there's no way like a semi-truck's going to get up there because it's just really difficult to drive. But there's all this mud on the track too that a semi-truck can get through like super easy and will start hauling ass through, and everyone else will slip around like an asshole. The part that makes the game is when you take that shit and use it to your advantage. Like I get on a dirt bike and there's a path to the left. It's a lot longer, but my vehicle will get through it decent enough. But I'm going to jump into the mud, drive as best I can, slide my ass all the way to the next section of the track, and beat everyone by overcoming those fucking things I'm not supposed to be able to overcome. And that makes it like it's harder, and it makes the game very interesting to play. It's just such a good game. And Pacific Rift looks really good too. And Apocalypse looks good too, but it's like it did this weird like break ground thing and added weird classes that don't make much sense to me, but it's really good. So I like it a lot. Next topic. Well, yeah. We'll talk about No Man's Sky. So No Man's Sky just released. We made a video about it on the channel. You can see it. I'll put a card there. And so No Man's Sky, open world, procedural. There's like 10 quintillion planets. What are your thoughts on this? I know I'm the only one who's played it, but anyone have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I had a friend keeps talking about it. He wanted to get it. He wanted me to get it too because he thought we might be able to, explore around together, become space pirates, just blow other freighters and stuff.
That, right?
No.
I figured that out later, and I was like,
That's
whatever.
fucking disappointing.
It was so disappointing. We were so ready. I already claimed I was naming the first planet we
Like I guess
found.
that was like one of the niches or whatever the fuck. Like,
But-
just, it'll be hard to run into other people or something. That's not fucking fun.
And I was like,
Fuck that shit.
like sometimes I want to go exploring. You gotta want exploring with your boys and your buddies.
This give me that same disappointment level of Drive Club. I can already tell.
It's not even the game might even be good.
It's just
I mean,
not what
it
you
looks-
want.
It's just not what you were expecting when you saw something like this. When you go to explore other planets and galaxies and stuff. You're like, oh man, it's gonna be so cool. You're gonna have your own little.
I'm gonna
Crew.
give you a hint.
What's up?
It's what I expected.
It's what you expected. Yo, I really wanted to be able to do that with everybody.
Yeah,
maybe you could. If like I heard something about you being able to be a space pirate.
Yeah,
that'd have been great to be able to do with your friends.
exactly.
That'd have been awesome. You 5 other guys just running the galaxy that you're in or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And you could be a space pirate, but you're going to be a space pirate for NPCs. So really all it comes down to is you're just fighting enemies to get loot, get more stuff. And it's like, okay, that was cool the first time, but you're not doing it with your friends either. Yeah. So now you're just doing it like, one, either you think it would be cool to do, which is probably once, or two, you just need the stuff.
Kind of like in Assassin's Creed 4 when you were raiding the pirate ships, for loot. Like, it was cool the first time. The first few times you did, you're like, oh my god, I'm boarding, I'm taking over. But after a while, you're like, man, I need metal, I need wood, I need cloth.
How quickly can I do this to get my shit I need?
Exactly. And then you started thinking, like, can I take that man of war over there? But like, he has all the best stuff. But like, man, am I strong enough for this? It's it's kind of like that. It's just after a while, it gets repetitive and yeah.
I just believe the open world formula in general is just being overdone lately. And
Absolutely.
I just feel like they need to take a little breather off of that.
First off, let's
do other things.
It's way too many planets. That's number one.
Well, that's not a problem. I still think the whole without your friends.
You know what?
Like, I wouldn't play Minecraft by myself.
You're right.
I wouldn't play any of those kind of games by myself. There are people that would.
I do.
But
I think it's great.
I think the longevity of the game could double, maybe even fucking triple if you have fucking friends.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
definitely.
Most definitely. If you had your boys with you and you were able to explore, like, worlds, galaxies.
And you may be able to, like, overlook, like, things you may not like about the game.
Yeah.
When it's by yourself, you're even more aware of what the hell's going on in the game. Because that's, what else do you have to do? It's not like you're talking to your friends or anything. You're just paying attention to the fucking game and each and every little detail you possibly can. Just playing with your friends, it's like, oh man, it's cool. Oh, this may not be cool. Yeah. But whatever, fuck it, let's go kill these things.
Exactly, your friends will distract you off some of the stuff like that where you wouldn't really notice it, because you're talking, you're walking, you're bullshitting. So like little stuff like that you wouldn't notice, but like when you're by yourself, you notice stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think so because I'm the only one who played it so far. If it was a lot smaller, like let's say 10 galaxies or something like that, it'll be interesting because then you and let's say you could see the other people in the world, which I'm still not convinced you can even do. Like they're like, well, maybe it could happen. Well, I really doubt it. I don't think that's a possibility even. But if you could, like, just see them flying around in their ship, decide to shoot them out of the sky, stuff like that. But I think what No Man's Sky's main deal is, it's just like a chill ass journey through space. Because nothing in the game is difficult, at least so far. Like, and I'm sure it's not going to get harder. It's just about like I land on a planet, I casually walk around and
get some things,
get some resources, and get back in my ship and fly off. Maybe build a few things I think are cool. Like there was this spider creature that started attacking me. And he barely did any damage to me. Like it was just like, oh, that was an interesting thing that happened. Moving on. And I think the whole game is like that. Like I can already see where I can min-max getting fuel and warp cells to like start shifting into the center of the galaxy. And even though there's 10 quintillion planets, it makes me wonder, like, well, how
fucking different can they be?
Exactly.
How different can they be, and how quickly am I going to be able to move through this once I start min-maxing?
Like your ship, I'm sure, is going to go fast as fuck eventually.
Now,
my ship can already move between galaxies. So
Jesus.
Yeah, that's one of the first things you do. But there's 10 quintillion fucking planets, so and they all about 3 per galaxy. So
can you set up settlements or anything like that?
I've heard that you can. I heard that you can build something, but I haven't got to that part yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just saw that on
going
their
back
message
to your
boards.
ship pretty much does everything you need it to do, right? So what's the fucking point?
I guess because if you wanted to live at a place,
like this is your base planet.
I also wouldn't mind it for like if I could teleport items there. I don't know if that's a possibility, but if I could teleport items back to my essentially a storage shed on planet Who Gives a Fuck.
Can you make the ship like, say if you name a planet, can you make the ship remember where that's at? Like, say you go to a list or whatever, like of maybe your favorite planets, and just get it to fucking autopilot.
Yes, there's a thing like that.
That's cool, at least. So, like, if you do have a very specific planet, like you said, if you want to build a settlement or something,
I imagine you'll have to have enough fuel to get there, enough warp cells or hyperdrive or whatever.
You know what's funny? When me and some of the guys were talking about it at work. We thought we would have like a base planet where we'll set up, and then we could go out and like attack other people in other planets. Like this is before, this is way back when we were first hearing about it, and we thought we'd be able to attack like other planets and take it over and rename it if we wanted to. We thought it was gonna be something like that. That's what we were all getting hyped for that.
I think that's the thing. It's not that they lied about it because they never lied about it. It's that
It's pretty much everything what they said it was going to be.
Yeah,
That's what it
they
looks like
weren't.
so far.
I think they just weren't clear enough in its advertising for like the normal person who's not just keeping up with No Man's Sky all the time, reading all the interviews and stuff. Like if I just watch an ad for No Man's Sky, it looks like open world, it looks like crafting. Okay, well of course I could probably play with my buddies. That's probably what they think, and they think online and everyone's in the same universe. Well, of course I can be with my buddies, but no, that's not true. And I don't think they were clear enough. Like they didn't say that enough. You know, they should have been like alone in the galaxy. You know, you're alone because you are.
Maybe they were just afraid to like lose like all their customers after hyping it up so much because of Sony.
I think it has a lot to do with Sony as well. I think Sony wanted to max out as much money as they could have it because I'm sure the game sold millions already.
It probably did. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's just, it'd be so cool to like name something, like name a planet or name like a creature like Dick Giraffe or something, and have your friends like turn around, all of a sudden they see a big Dick Giraffe and they're
Yeah.
like,
You can tell the
There's
guys
nothing-
like, hey guys, I'm on planet such and such.
Yeah,
Come
like-
meet me here.
there's no point to even naming stuff to me at that point.
Sure.
It's just to remind yourself. of
Especially
what
if no
it
one's
is.
going to see it. Like if no one sees
exactly.
it.
I mean, the thing is, you also get money for naming stuff. So, but also, like I was saying, like you can min max your items. Like, oh, I have all this plutonium. Well, it's not worth shit, but I have so
Can you-
much of it.
Can you search planets by name by any chance?
I don't know, man. I have to
'Cause
check.
if that was the thing, then maybe like, God, it'd probably take fucking forever. But maybe that's a way you could fucking find each other. You know.
I feel like you, but the
Oh,
thing
man,
is,
I
like,
don't
the thing is, I keep saying, I don't think those people are really there. I think they want you to think that other people exist in the universe, but I don't think they ever do. Because
it's just a
otherwise, within like a month, two people will meet up. It'll just happen. Of course, by just happenstance, it will happen. But it's not going to happen because I don't think it's possible.
I mean, there's a reason why they call it No Man's Sky. Because there's really no people.
Because
one man sky.
One man sky, just me. So I'm gonna ask. What will you buy No Man's Sky, Alex?
No. Fuck
What-
no.
Let's say it's $10.
No.
All right, Zach, what you buy No Man's Sky, and what price?
I'd do it for 10,
10.
just to try it. But no, full price. Fuck no.
Nick, you buy?
It's $60 right now.
Yeah.
No, God no. If it comes down to $10, and I don't know, they might put a patch out that will allow you to, meet your buddies. Then definitely for sure. But like as of right now, nah, I probably like $10, and then I'll check it out like that.
If it falls into your lap, not
Yeah.
even like you're searching for it. Just,
Exactly.
Just here's No Man's Sky.
Like,
Sure, why not?
I'm looking through the games and I'm like, oh snap, they real low. Yeah, I'll take that. Give me $10
so
burning in my pocket.
I've already bought No Man's Sky $60, so I'm gonna reserve judgment. You can watch the videos that we're putting up right now, and you can see me playing right now, and you can get my experience and my thoughts on it more in depth. Just want to remind everyone that this is the Grab Shiny podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe. Please share it with your friends, even if it's like a SoundCloud link or from somewhere else. Next up, we're gonna move on to True to the Manga or Not, an anime. Oh, did I skip something? We'll go back up to it. True to the Manga or Not. If a manga is not, or if an anime doesn't follow a manga, is that good, bad? Alex, what do you got?
I feel like it's kind of bad in my opinion because there's like certain mangas that I do enjoy that they don't really follow up or they're not very graphical about it. Like I understand right now, like lately with Berserk, they haven't really been showing enough detail or they haven't really been stepping up with like all the battles from what I hear. But I just wish they'd actually commit to it all the way instead of just half-assing it.
Nick, what do you think about Berserk?
Oh man, let's see. I have yet to watch the new show,
Okay.
so I can't judge the show yet. First off, from what I see, I don't like the 3D thing that's going on. Just off the bat, I gotta get that out the way. I don't like how it looks.
The CGI isn't
The
good.
CGI does not look good to me. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but it does not look good to me. It just doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? So
The trailer looked fine to me.
that's all I see. That's all I saw. Like I saw the
saw
I saw
the
the PVs and stuff like that, and I was like, man, this just does not look right.
I still think
But-
it looks better than the Golden Age.
So I don't know. I know the movies were something like that. So I think that the same style as the movies, but
Okay, Nick, and anime doesn't follow a manga. We're talking stuff like
like I know
Full Metal Alchemist 03.
03 also
talking
like
about,
Rosier Vampire. That's a serious manga, but they made the show into happy-go-lucky romance school comedy with
To be
supernatural
fair,
monsters. That was
Most of it was like that until certain arcs.
first. No,
Once it got
no,
serious.
no.
Yes,
okay, no.
yes, once it got
no,
serious,
No.
then it
First off, the whole
went away
show,
with that.
the whole manga was serious.
That is not true.
You was an absolute lie. That whole thing.
I
was
have
serious.
read it.
I've read it. That's what I'm telling you. I'm letting you know right now. That whole thing was serious.
I
Now
got
you can watch the show and read the manga and see where there were similarities into it. You can tell the similar, but they have omitted stuff.
The manga has just as much fucking fan service.
No,
as the fucking anime. Yes, it fucking does.
No,
yes,
no,
it
no.
fucking
It is
does.
completely different. It is
Oh
completely
my
different.
God,
okay,
Nick.
it is completely different. Okay, completely different. These are two separate things. Vampire Dancing the Blind, same exact thing.
Well, that one's just
That's
stupid
just
anyway.
completely. The anime's completely left field from
Dance
the manga.
Blind's just-
Okay, dude has amnesia. Dude don't have amnesia in the manga. He knows exactly who the little girl is.
Is that a good thing?
Dude, the manga's so much. That show's crap.
Okay,
That's
so
bad anime.
See, the
Okay.
point is, whichever's better, you
Look,
like.
if you this is my thing. If you deviate from the manga, make it. You cannot make it bad.
you
That's
you
not
can
fucking
you
true.
no what we're trying to say
No, I'm
is
saying-
you can't fuck it up.
You can't
Even
if
a
you-
little bit.
Exactly. You cannot. It cannot be crap. If you deviate,
if it
you
Unless it already is crap, though.
if the manga's crap, then no matter what you do, crap's gonna be crap.
Maybe
you
or
can.
unless the anime picks it back up somehow. But
You know what I'm saying? You can shine it up. You can spray it with whatever you want, but crap's gonna be crap.
Oh, so what you're saying is, and I know it's weird to say, but it's like the manga's good, the anime's good, but if the anime is not as good as the manga because it changed shit,
Yep.
it will always lose out.
Yes, and people were always gonna say you should have just followed
The manga.
the manga all the way through.
Now, if it's better, people will still say you should follow the manga. But as far
That's
as we're
what's crazy
concerned,
to me.
But yeah, well, it's understand. Like if you make it, if you do deviate and you make it good, where it stands on its own, hey, I'm happy. I'll read this and I'll watch that. Now the anime's got to stand on its own. It can't just it can't just like rest on the manga itself. You know what I'm saying? You got to
Right.
make it. You got to make it. Pop. You got to make it good. You know what I'm saying? To where I don't sit here and I'm like why am I still watching this? To where I want to be where I'm watching it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like 2 hours have passed. Like this is
there's different pacing between a manga and an anime.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes that sucks because like they have to change the anime for that sake, and people get pissed about it.
Yeah, some studios have troubles pacing.
You have something to say, Alex?
I don't know. I can't be the only one like in the world who's like I either read the manga or I watch the anime, like one or the other. Because I feel like if you do one, then the other one coincidentally ends up being worse than the other. I just don't want to like ruin it for myself.
That is interesting. That could be true. Yeah.
That's why I either stick with the manga with Berserk and not want to watch the anime because I know I always hear terrible things about it. That's why I just stick with the manga.
I can't agree. I cannot agree with that because I know I have read manga where I'm like I cannot wait till this is animated or does this thing have an anime?
Have you read Sword Art Online?
Dude, it's a light novel, man. You know how hard it is to find light novels?
No, I mean manga. Have you seen
First
the
off,
art
it's
style for the manga?
Forget the manga.
Wait,
You're
wait
gonna
the
read-
fuck up.
I'm
So
saying-
you could just remove stuff from canon entirely just because you don't fucking like
the
it.
manga is adapting the light novel. If you want to source material, you read the light novels. The same thing, Spice and Wolf, High School DxD.
I can't mention Spice and Wolf.
So
Dude,
you're saying
you know-
regardless of if there's a manga or anime, you should always just read the light
No,
novel.
that's not what
That's
I'm
what
saying.
you're saying.
No, that's not
Well,
what I'm saying. You put words in my mouth.
if the light novel came first, I guess.
The light novel,
that's fine.
I'm saying the manga. Some mangas are adaptations of light novels. You just got to make sure which one's the real source material. Which one are they getting their stuff from? Because guess what?
It's the same shit.
No, because it doesn't get released. That's the same.
The light novel came out first for
Exactly.
Sword Art Online.
Light novels first, and then the show is further along than with the manga stuff. So you can watch the show.
I'm saying,
and then go to the manga.
have you
and just
seen
be way far behind? Like what the heck is
the
going on?
artwork
Don't know.
for the manga?
No.
It is fucking atrocious.
Then the artist sucks.
It is fucking horrible.
The artist sucks. Then.
Well, that's what I'm pointing out. I'm like, there's some things that like it is almost unbearable.
But I'm just
to
saying,
fucking
don't read the manga. Then read the light novel, which
So-
is the real Source material.
So what you're saying is you're glad they went with a different art style for Sword Art Online anime?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think it's animated amazingly.
Oh, it's animated great.
I think Sword Art Online is fucking trash.
You could
but
fix,
it looks
you could
fucking
fix
great.
the story. You can fix the story of it.
Oh, can we? I don't want to deviate too much, but I want to. The Tales of Zestiria anime. So I haven't seen anything about it really. I just saw a few clips, and it looks really good. Like the artwork looks really good.
Yep.
Nick, who did the artwork?
If I remember correctly, it's A1 Production.
Same people who did Fate Stay.
Yes.
So
A1.
God, that
They
looks
do
so
some
damn
good-
good.
They do.
Animation.
They did Unlimited Blade Works, and I'm not 100%, but I also think they did SAO at the same time.
Yeah.
I want to say they helped.
They're really good at like. I
make-
don't want to say special effects
The
because it's
coloring,
obviously
all that
everything's
stuff
drawn,
makes
but,
it pop like that.
Yeah.
It's very
Revising,
thin.
if that's what you guys are trying
I
to
know
say.
they did Unlimited Blade Works though.
Everything's not drawn in the Zestiria trailer. I saw it clearly. There was like these 3D with the 2D character and the 3D images, the swooping ones are like, but they made them look really damn good. So
Yeah.
You know, if I'm wrong about the studio, please put it in the comments. Let me know.
You could just tell him he's wrong about
Just let me know.
everything. That's fine.
Or agree with me.
all right, so manga comes out, anime comes out. Anime has to be, if it deviates from the manga, has to be better, right?
Awesome. Yep. It has to be.
What do you think, Zach?
I think whichever is better, usually that's what I like. Because I try to at least give both a chance. Because I like it when things try to change stuff, usually. Because maybe the fucking author had stuff he didn't fucking like that he actually put out. Maybe he wanted to change it and they were allowed that change.
Now, do you
Sometimes that's not for fucking better.
do you agree with Alex that whichever one you read or watched first fucks up the other one probably?
Unfortunately, there's been so many cases where, like, in my opinion, animes have fucked it up a lot.
Sure.
I hate it because I like anime. I like anime a fuck ton, but they do fuck up the original mangas like all the fucking time. And I just mean like in terms of it just ends short, for some reason, or there's just stuff left out that should be there. Like the stuff they choose to add to the anime is weird, but the important stuff they leave out, I don't know who makes these fucking decisions, but it's weird.
The this can be applied to video game to anime adaptations too, because the Danganronpa anime is fucking garbage, and you wouldn't fucking know that if you didn't play the game. You would just be like, well, it was okay, little anime mystery thing, but like the pacing of the game is gone, and like they just like they're looking for clues and shit, and like suddenly they're like, oh, look at all the clues we found, and it's like, no, I
at least have some talking with the characters.
Yeah, it's just like we didn't find them, and we
that's
didn't.
like half
They
the
took
fucking
away
game.
the main element of the game that made
Yeah.
it good. And
It's
it's now it's just like whatever.
I feel like when these studios they get the license to make these shows from light novels, mangas, games, whatever, they're getting they get an episode count. Like, hey, make this, adapt this
Right.
into 13, 24, 58. However,
sometimes they can't fit everything.
exactly,
but-
they have to omit some things
But
or stretch it out.
or stretch it out.
Some things when they like omit, but then they put in other shit. You're like, why did
that
they?
pisses you off so much.
Why
Right.
did they choose this
Like,
over that?
Also on that is I know they'll try to keep it close, but they'll like switch it up to help fit the story that they have in their mind or whatever. The writers and the staff that get together. I know they'll omit some, like, let's see, a fight that didn't happen here probably got moved to a different area to fit how they, especially towards the end when they wouldn't really need to wrap it up.
Pacing can happen differently and everything.
Sure.
Yeah,
So.
like when they need to wrap up the show, they'll switch some fights around to fit to.
But there's just so many.
They try to,
anime
and it
that,
would
like,
fit in a nice bow.
that fuck that up though in general. That's why I think it's a nice idea if sometimes you have to omit some things or you have to move stuff around. But there's just so many bad examples of anime that just do it wrong. It just doesn't feel right. The pacing's off. Why did they leave this out and chose to put this in? God forbid they choose really weird characters to introduce instead of characters that already existed and that were very likable, that made the story make sense.
A good example
But
would
something,
be Dead Man Wonderland. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Well, that's fine.
But yeah, Dead Man Wonderland had the same issue with that, where they left out really important characters in the show or in the anime or manga or god, and it just completely throws everything off.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that. Spice World did the same thing.
Oh,
Except
I'm trying to remember who.
Except is the female in the very beginning, the one with the braids who was messing.
who really likes
The-
supposed to be the wolf or whatever.
No,
and
no,
she's
no,
supposed
no,
to be
not
locked
Holo,
up?
not Holo. The other one.
No. I
They
mean
changed, like,
the
Lawrence.
human. That
Yeah, the human that did the little festival. She had
yes, she got the last piece of the.
she's an anime character.
The wheat.
She's an anime character. The light novel, it's a dude.
Yeah.
It's a guy. So,
But it was
it
better.
didn't-
actually thought it was more likable.
Exactly. It didn't affect it. In my opinion, I don't
made it
know.
better.
I ain't putting anything mouth. In my opinion, it didn't affect it whatsoever
Yeah.
with me. So like, you know,
All right, keep
good, bad.
So keeping up with the anime talk, I guess it would apply to video games as well. Voice acting. D. Grayman's coming out. D. Grayman is
Great Man Hollow. Hollow.
Hollow, the new one, is getting dubbed, and it's got the same exact voice actors as it had before. Now the question is, if there's the option between, and now I don't know D. Grayman's voice actors, maybe they're good, but if there's the option of better voice actors, do you want better voice actors or do you want the same voice
I
actors?
think Alex.
I want Alex to talk
Alex
about
has to
this
talk,
because
'cause
Alex
he's-
has a. If there's a better voice actor,
First
would
off,
you rather have the better voice actor or the old voice actors?
First off, I love the voice actors for Degree
Fair enough.
already as it is, so I'd have to go with no. Even if they are supposedly better, I still want to stay committed to the original voice actors.
Right.
I know it's like all this immersion, like it still feels like real with the whole story and all that, so it doesn't like change completely. But I'm trying to remember like a game or an anime where they change a voice actor and you can tell, and it really
I
just
know a big
irritates
game
the
for
fuck
that.
out of you.
But it's good
though.
instead of bad.
There's shows I know. Like, first off, how do you know they're better?
Like in your opinion,
That's what I'm saying. You won't know that until.
Example, like in Metal Gear Solid series, when Big Boss.
Damn it! I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
you had to just
Snake.
interrupt it.
Shaku no Shana. My bad. Go ahead. Finish.
They changed Big Boss voice actors. What's his face from 24?
Now, to be
And it's
fair-
just like,
to be fair,
cool, but-
they
Mr. Jack
oh,
Bauer is amazing for one.
To be
24 is awesome.
yeah,
yeah, like
I don't remember the real guy's name.
They-
But Jack Bauer.
David Hayter did
David-
the voice acting, and David
Was the
Hayter
original.
is the original. He plays Snake, but the problem is like you're starting to get to a point where Big Boss is getting older and whatever, so they have to change the voice actor. In spoilers, did you leave? In Metal Gear Solid 4, he's fine.
I played 4.
In Metal Gear Solid 4, Big Boss's voice actor is a different guy as well. But because Solid Snake and him are talking with one another, so it has to be a different voice actor.
And they're old as fuck.
But way back then, in where Metal Gear Solid 5 takes place, he is older, but he's not that much older. And I think they just took David Hayter out because they wanted a famous voice actor, and that's all it was.
I think it's a great choice.
Is he a better voice actor?
I think so. From what I
Yes.
saw, I
I
think
don't know.
he
You know,
did
you have
great.
you have an iconic voice for a character. It's hard to replace. Let's just take guy who Sean. I can't remember his last name. Who plays Goku. You replace Goku, it's not the same.
Even if it's a better
Even
voice
if
actor.
even if he's better, it's just because.
And
especially if you grew up on Dragon Ball Z.
I think
that
some-
is Goku.
I think the same.
Nobody else is replacing him.
I think the same thing with David Hayter and Big Boss. I think they should have kept him as David Hayter.
Really?
And one, God, what's his name? Jack Bauer.
No, I forget too. I always forget.
Jack Bauer doesn't even speak that many lines of dialogue in the game. It seemed like they ran out of money to pay his ass to voice act for the game. He barely talks in the game. And they talks really like and grumbly. I understand they're trying to make a different tone, but David Hayter's proven he can make different tones. And David Hayter, to me, is the iconic voice of that character. And taking it away took away from the game.
Yeah. I don't know.
Whether
Like
it was good or not, like it'll take some time getting used to.
Sure.
So
I do like it when a show gets, let's say, another season years later than when everybody thought it was dead. I do like it when they bring back the voice actors from the show
Right.
that you liked. Those are the voices you heard.
I think it depends if they were like really, really good.
There's not a lot of bad voice acting anymore. Like every
made
once in a while,
you made a good
Sentai
point.
Filmworks will put out one.
Alright,
aka
that's not fucking
Akame got killed. I hate the voices for Akame got killed. They just for some reason
I just
don't
fucking
match.
hate a comic got killed. Period.
Yo,
I just hate
first
the whole
off,
thing.
Japanese Akame got killed. That's what you need to watch it in.
the
I'm
sub,
sorry.
I don't give a
the sub
fuck.
was
So,
great.
Akame got killed was awesome.
That shit just goes from 0 to 100 too fucking fast.
Hey, man.
And I can't watch that. Many
I'm gonna
people
watch this
fucking
soon.
die. I just can't.
Everybody dying.
I just fucking can't.
Don't get attached to nobody.
I
just can't.
Don't get attached to nobody.
That was such a good one, man.
It was good.
I
I can tell. You know what? I've read the manga that too, and I can tell where it deviated also.
Yeah.
I just can't.
But yeah, every once in a while you get you get some voices that you don't think fit. It's whatever. You probably won't get another season anyway.
See, like, there's even some weird, like, some old anime, like, and that's such shitty voice actors, but it's always like, would I want them to change it?
First, I would want to read.
No, I wouldn't. I don't
know.
think I would, even if it's a bad.
I don't know if y'all ever saw Ronin Warriors.
Yes.
When that came out in English.
Yes,
Their
I
voices
used to love that show.
are both very fucking horrible.
Yep, I agree.
But so horrible, it's awesome.
Like
Kinda.
it was so awesome when I was younger.
The
I used
main
to,
guy Ryo with a fucking mullet and fucking I talk like this and shit like that. And it's just like amazing.
You're remaking the show. You're redubbing it. Do you recast,
no. All right, now if it's
or do
like,
you try to get the same voice
it's-
for this anime, Ronin Warriors?
oh new voice
Nah,
actors.
yeah.
Guys who actually know
so
guys who actually know what they're doing.
So there's a point where it's just too much.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
At that point, just keep it goofy, so at least it stays.
Oh,
funny.
you say keep it fucking stupid.
No,
You know,
no.
I think I would do a mix. I think like you'd have to still have it like fucking 70s/80s as fuck, but new animation. But let me try to think. What's a good fucking example that has like that old look,
Fist of the
but
North
it's
Star.
better like maybe that.
I remember when they brought. I remember when they
Though.
brought Knights of the
Yeah,
Zodiac.
it's been a while.
I remember when they brought Knights of the Zodiac over here, and they had that.
Is that Saint Seiya? Or
Yes,
is
yes,
that-
it is. Yes, it is. I ran all night and day for
Oh.
the theme song.
Oh, it
And
was
I'm
so
like,
good.
and I'm like, one, the song.
Holy fuck, that was that show.
The song,
Wait,
the
are you
song.
sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Was that not Ronin Warriors?
No, it was not.
That was Ronin
Dude,
Warriors.
I'm telling you, the song got me hyped, right? But then, like, I'm older now, and I look back on stuff. I'm like, wait, why is that song
So
with that show?
I gotta look this up.
Dude, look it up, man. I'm telling you, it's so stupid. Don't matter.
I feel like you're right, but
That one also, the voice acting was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know early 90s stuff like that. When they brought stuff over like that, it took them a minute to find, I know the dubbing companies, it took them a minute to find their groove. But when they finally found their groove,
Of course, people won't agree with that. There's
Whatever.
people who are just will not watch it. Like someone
Oh,
the other day,
elitist?
someone the other day was talking about Danganronpa's the video game's voice acting's bad, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It is fine. It is perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And they were specifically talking about Byakuya. It's like, what the hell is wrong with Byakuya?
does he even talk that much? He don't talk that much.
Yeah, he does. He's
kinda
the
does.
asshole, man.
I know he's the asshole, but
And I like, what's wrong with it? I don't get it, but
the show,
I found that everybody else having different opinions, but I'm probably going to go with the majority of this one. I found nothing wrong with it.
yeah, have different opinions, but go fuck yourself, really.
yeah.
That's what it
Now,
really comes down to.
when
you just have a wrong opinion.
when
You're just objectively wrong.
when One Piece was in 4Kids' hand,
Okay.
Oh, God.
that
We should
I'm
play that theme
so
song.
fucking sorry.
your
sorry.
condolences are accepted. Thank you.
Like, I'm not the biggest fan of One Piece, but that's just fucking. That would hurt me so much. If,
That's
like,
a show. I'm
if,
glad.
like, JoJo's went to that shit.
I'd
cry.
I'm glad that show died.
He's so angry.
For 4Kids. I'm pretty sure that almost put them out of business. You know what? I'm glad. I'm glad. Fuck them.
Now, just to be clear, 4Kids is not out of business. They are now a dubbing company that is only allowed to dub Yu-Gi-Oh games for Konami. That's
Good.
all they're allowed to do.
Good.
They
'Cause
dub
Yu-Gi-Oh is one of the only dubs they actually
Did they not
was
dub?
actually pretty good. They also did Pokemon. They also did early Pokemon like Johto.
Did they dub?
not Hoenn.
Did they dub Digimon?
I don't remember.
I feel like
you
they
know
did.
what? Wasn't Digimon on WB?
No,
It
it was a Fox Kids, man.
Man, they might have did it. I don't remember.
Shit. But I
Anyways.
like that dub.
Anyways, One Piece. That they try to make it so kiddie. It was so disrespectful.
They didn't have long term thinking with that.
They did not, because first, when you're skipping key arcs, not just key arcs, key people, Laboon, Laboon is so important to a character way further along into the series.
It's
You should play that theme song for us. That was a good theme song, wasn't it?
The rap that they had.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
And
Oh my God.
It's one of those things where a lot of 4Kids they get away with that shit, except it was One Piece, and One Piece had bigger plans. One Piece had way bigger plans, And by the time like it got to a point where they couldn't even correct it, right? It was already like, we're fucked. We have to just quit dubbing this.
They skipped Laboon. They skipped Little Garden. These two in the beginning, just these two right here is so important to character development of the crew members. Future crew members.
It's a
like
big thing in One Piece too.
Big thing.
Like they do a really good job of character backstory and like
Dude, just now.
and rounding out.
Dude, just now.
Usopp's.
Dude, just now in the manga right now,
love
okay?
Usopp.
Some things Sanji said.
Spoilers.
Don't worry, I ain't gonna get to some things Sanji said way back when is now getting brought up into the forefront right now, and I'm like, it blew my mind when the revelation came out. Like, oh my god, I remember it, but like it was something I didn't really think too much about until, bam, right here. I'm like, oh my god, yo.
So
My props to you, man.
So recast or not, depends on how bad voice actors really were. But there's like a line. It's a little bit of a blurry line, depending on your nostalgia levels.
True.
Well, he made a good point. Goku.
You can't.
Who the fuck said that? Goku, English, great.
Some
Fucking
guys
great.
you just like when Gohan got replaced with Colleen Klinkenberg, whatever the fuck you say her last name. When she's the new Gohan, like I like her as a voice actor. She's a voice actor. She does Luffy and Urza from Fairy Tail. Look, she's one of my favorite voice actors.
When did that change over?
When Kai came over, Dragon Ball Z Kai.
I didn't
In the
really
remake,
watch
because
K.
they replaced him and they replaced Bulma.
Bulma got replaced. Frieza got replaced. Several key characters got.
And they're going to be replaced from now on. They're not ever coming back. If Super comes over, they're going to be the voice actors. So.
Yeah, exactly. So I know, like back in the day when Dragon Ball Z came over, Funimation, they outsourced it to another studio, then eventually brought it back. They had I think they had 11 voice actors doing like everybody. So they're a bigger company now, so they can afford to do that. But sometimes you get so used to a certain character sounding a certain way when you hear it when you hear it another way, it just doesn't.
It would be like if South Park brought in a bunch of voice actors to voice everyone instead of just having the same guys that do
Matt
20
Stone
different
and-
voices.
Yeah.
It's like,
Trey Parker.
sure, you can afford it now, but you probably shouldn't. All right. I want to remind everyone this is the Grab Shiny podcast. Like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and share the podcast with everyone else. We're gonna move right into remasters. There's a lot of remasters coming out. Last of Us came out. Darksiders Definitive Edition, like shit like that came out. Metro got remakes, or not remakes, remasters. If it was a remake, it would be fine. Remasters, they're just everywhere. And it seems like Final Fantasy 12 is getting a remaster. Every time you turn around, another game's getting remastered. I want to know, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Is it bleeding the game companies dry and they have nothing really new to put out? They're just putting out remasters over and over again. Zach, what do you got?
I think it overall is a good thing. And
Why?
Well, for one, say you really like this fucking game. Say I really like Final Fantasy X. I love it to death. For once, I get to play it on a new system, so it's ease of access. I don't have to fucking make sure my PS2 copy still works and all that. And for people who didn't get to play it, I'm glad that they get to play it. They get to share that experience of something that I really like. And there is one thing, I probably wouldn't have even thought of that. You said, oh man, the game with, you're playing as War. And you play as Death in the second game.
Darksiders.
Darksiders. To be fair, that one is getting bled pretty dry, but that's because the whole, who owned them before?
THQ.
Yeah.
THQ.
Now Nordic Games owns them.
They had to get rid of all their IPs, and
I feel like with Darksiders, they're giving that game every single chance they can give it. Like they've released it once, and they're like, "Do you guys still want
Chrono
Darksiders?"
Trigger
And then
syndrome.
now they're releasing it again, and they're like, they're releasing it again. They're like, "Are you sure you don't want this, guys?" And no one's buying it. And they're like, it's one of those things. Like, even if it's a good game, no one fucking wants Darksiders. It sucks.
I liked
No one.
it.
Maybe you did,
That's
but
crazy,
did you buy the new versions of it?
No.
Do you own it
I
on
have
Steam at least?
yeah.
Okay, well I'll be okay with that. Are you gonna buy the Super Duper edition?
Maybe. Maybe. I
sales.
liked it, because it's like a weird God of War Zelda. I only played the first one, but that's what I felt like. There was dungeons, they were interesting enough. Get new stuff, get like a weird portal gun. That was kind of cool. but janky as fuck at the same time. Didn't work very good.
All right, Alex, are them putting all these resources and putting out remasters preventing them from putting resources into making new games?
I want to say yes and no. So I mean, like, sure they can focus on old games that we actually like. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really hyped for Crash Bandicoot coming back eventually.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
But like, I just feel like they just need to like probably organize a little better to where, yeah, they can still do some remasters on classics that we like, but then still remember that we gotta start being original again and coming out with newer content, because maybe one day there'll be something out there that'll surpass Crash Bandicoot that then we won't even give a shit about Crash Bandicoot anymore because we like this new stuff.
Right. Nick, what do you think? Remasters.
Yeah, love them. Love remasters.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, one of my favorite franchises.
You've bought it twice.
I bought it twice. I've had them for the PS2. I've had them for the PSP. I had them for the DS and the 3DS. Now I have them for the PlayStation 3. I bought that the 2.5 bundle thing that they had for
And 1.5, right?
It came with 1.5, but like when 2.5 got announced, they had these this little box that it came in with. It came with like everything, keychain, came with a little shadow plushie.
It was beautiful, really.
It was, oh my gosh, it was awesome.
A little Heartless plushie.
Yes. Now that I can, like, my friend, one of y'all never played it. Y'all all played it, but let's just say one of y'all played it and y'all had y'all's PS3. I'm like, hey, because you didn't have a PS2, you couldn't play it. Now you PS3, I can be like, hey man, you might want to get up on this now.
Yo, let me check this.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, check this out. This is a good game right here. I'm telling you.
And that series did a really cool thing that I always kept hearing about, where like the games that people fucking hated,
Recoded.
they put them in like a story, so like you don't have to play the game,
Exactly. Yep.
but you get caught up to
So
speed.
you catch up on all the stories. Yeah, because people are going to, new guys who are newer to gaming, grew up, came after us, born after us. They'll probably play Kingdom Hearts 3 and be like, what the heck is going on?
I mean, I was a little late in the series, so I'm just glad I just read up on it. I didn't actually have to play the Game Boy Advance game or whatever, which one it was.
I love Chain of Memories.
He's talking about the DS game.
Talking about Recoded.
365,
And Days, 365 Days.
I played Days quite a bit, but
Fucking sucked.
the missions get annoying.
Repetitive and just horrible.
I would have been fine if it at least had just like worlds, just set up as worlds, and at least fucking new ones. I didn't mind the whole, when you level up, you get little pieces and they take certain slots up, so you can actually kind of customize yourself a little bit. That's cool to me, but yeah, the whole doing missions feels like a weird, lazy fucking ploy, man. Like they could have done fucking better. They could have done way better.
Right. I'm definitely glad that they
tried something new.
Whenever Alex was playing them for the first time, like, you would keep joking, like, well, I'm going to play the DS ones, and we were just like, fucking don't even bother. Just watch the cutscenes, get the story, move on. The story is kind of interesting, and we're not Recoded, but it's interesting in Days, but that doesn't mean you need to play that shit.
Recoded was just a big, long recap of the whole goddamn
But
series.
they changed something in Recoded, though.
no.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's all... They added all kinds of shit.
They
It's all
redact
horrible is
stuff
what
or
it
something
is.
weird.
They added digital forms of Sora and Riku, and now they're like a part of him, and it's just another fucking graph you have to make to figure out who's who.
Fucking convoluted piece
You
of
know,
fuck. I love you, Kingdom Hearts.
I do Kingdom Hearts, you're going to take my money. That's exactly going to do that. But I'm going to complain about it while I give it to you.
Yo, Roland, you should remind them about 2.8 coming out and what we should expect from Aqua. Honestly, I think Aqua's
We're
gonna be a
getting
bad guy.
Aqua back.
I think Aqua's going to be a bad guy in the long run.
No, she's
You think
not.
Aqua's gonna be a bad guy?
No, she's
way.
not. No.
No way.
No way. No way.
No, absolutely not.
Maybe Terra.
He would be
But-
I mean, Terra
That's a
already
big
kinda
thing.
is.
Oh my god!
Maybe.
What if her grief over fucking not being able to save Terra does turn her into a bad
What
guy?
about both of them, though?
But Terra's
She's gonna save
Terra's,
nobody.
Terra's gone.
Terra
She
was-
could have.
You didn't see Terra in the thing?
And
I swear to
Okay,
God, it showed him
okay,
there.
but I don't think that's really
But that-
Terra in the trailer. I
that
think
could be
that's just her
something. Her
imagining.
hallucinating.
Yeah, her hallucinating.
Oh,
Ooh.
that'd be the
She's been in the best for
worst.
so long.
Oh,
She's
but then
going crazy.
what's it? Ansem. Didn't she meet Ansem in the Abyss?
Yeah,
Like, he was there, so she could probably talk some sense
She also
to him,
met.
maybe.
She also met Diz.
This is Ansem.
Oh, you're talking about Ansem the Wife.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, so just imagine like she goes to hit a form of Xehanort, and when she goes to hit him, all she sees is Terra,
Fucking
and she
Terra.
stops.
Oh,
And it causes her to like just bow to him, like she just loses it to him. Like,
oh my God.
I'm so sorry. Oh, it won't.
It won't happen. It won't.
It'll
like
be.
that, but-
It'll be more ridiculous than that, I'm sure.
I
Of
still think
course.
she's going crazy. So I think there's gonna be something that happens with her that might turn her back.
Nah, man, you gotta add some time travel in there.
Of course.
Bringing back past selves. Without like that, it ain't gonna happen.
all those plot holes you gotta fill up, but you're never gonna actually.
You know, they tried to, but then they just create more, and just the story's like, I can't. What?
Hey, 13's
It took you like
what?
15.
God.
It took you 15 years to get to this point.
I don't know what
God,
the
and
fuck
they're
was
gonna
going through his
terribly-
mind.
I was just reading a little article he put out. It's on the Grab Shiny Facebook. Is that Nomura was talking about how the story for Kingdom Hearts 3 starts at Dream Drop Distance, and it does obviously, but like people were asking him like, oh, does that mean that the Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be a much shorter experience because you've already spread it out? I was like, no, sorry guys, I actually had to spread it out because it was way too fucking big, and there's way too much going on in Kingdom Hearts 3. So I took the first part, put it over here, and now you're gonna get the little aqua part, so we can connect the two, and then all the pacing will be good in 3, but it's still gonna be like 40 hours, and it's just like, oh my god,
Yo, that's perfect for me.
I'm
can't wait
happy.
3D, man. I
can't
just
wait to see
zoomed
some
through that
ridiculous
Oh
fucking
my God,
game.
yo, Kingdom Hearts 3D was so good.
Yes, it
Really?
was. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Dream Drop Distance.
I'm thinking I'm the only one that thought it was okay.
He hates the pet thing, and I understand.
I
that.
hate the pet
Yeah,
thing a
whatever.
lot. And
But you didn't have to fuck with it that much.
Not really.
so-
as much as I
Right,
love
yeah.
flow motion, it ruined the fucking game.
Oh,
You didn't,
my-
you didn't like zipping around like that?
I do,
What's the problem?
but there's only like one world that's fucking made for it. I don't remember much
world
of
that-
any of the fucking worlds besides the fucking Pinocchio one, because that's the only one that like uses it, and you can still see everything. It's fucking cool. It's big and
I mean,
open.
the world that never was at the end, where you jumping around the skyscrapers. is
Yeah,
pretty
but that was during a
incredible.
boss fight.
Yo, Hollow Bastion.
which is
No,
really
I
cool.
mean, you could. There's a whole level.
Oh well, yeah, but I don't remember much of that either.
that is crazy.
I always also forget there's even a fucking Tron level in that game all the time.
yeah,
It
with
was-
the
and it was
Neutron.
good.
It was Neutron. The
And
Neutron
there's
movie.
the Fantasia
Oh, yeah.
It was
levels
great.
and
But
the Hunchback of Notre Dame levels with the giant
It's just
tower. You could
The Three
fucking zip up.
Musketeers, the Disney Three Musketeers.
when I'm
Three
going that
Musketeers level
fast,
sucks, but-
like
They never, not a Rapunzel, but they had the, you already said the Hunchback, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
yeah, but they don't. It gives them an excuse to make it more bland since there's so much more area to cover. Like there isn't as much like iconic parts. My bad. Until like there's very little parts like the fucking the clock tower or the church or whatever in Hunchback. There's like a few other parts, but
I think you're asking for the movies to have more interesting settings. You're not asking.
No,
for,
no, no.
You're not
Like-
asking for Kingdom Hearts because like in Notre Dame, there's the tower. Oh, that's it. Like there's
The
no
tower and then
yes.
like a little part of the city, if I remember correctly.
it's
That's-
just like when I played the old Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts
probably.
games, I liked looking around while I was like.
Let me get
moving.
this straight. Kingdom Hearts 1's level design sucks ass.
Let's get that out the way.
It's
God.
piece of shit.
For the most part, yes.
All of it.
I'm so sick of the Aladdin
Kingdom
fucking
Heart-
area.
I like
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts
Hearts
2
Damn.
is good, but simplistic as fuck. Like it's just hey,
Like
here's
3-4 areas.
the 3-4 key areas, and I love
it.
To
it.
be fair,
I do love it.
3D drop is the same thing as far as that,
But there's more
It's just-
open. There's more open
They're
areas to run
open.
around and fight things.
but it doesn't make the area interesting.
But that doesn't make Kingdom Hearts 2 interesting.
No. I mean, well, to me it did. I liked. It felt more immersive to me as far as like.
I think
in
it.
that world.
I think Kingdom Hearts 2's level design. They call it the diorama level design, where they just put the most important fucking things, and then
You kind of connect them and
they,
bridge them and
they
shit.
don't even bridge them. You just load screen between one or the other. That's all there is to it. Like that Lion King level, there's just a big open field which is in the movie, and then it leads to all the main areas in the
Yeah.
movie, and there's not much to it. But I would like levels.
I guess
I would like.
There's just no substance to each world. Like nothing makes the fucking worlds unique. Like at least 2, you either fucking look different, or there's some other gimmick or something. I
Like how
I like fucking
Pirates of the
gimmicks.
Caribbean, because it was a live action
Yeah.
movie instead of drawn.
And it looked good. And then there was the light and the dark.
Ooh, that also
things happening.
reminds me in the remake when you go to Christmas Town in the second game,
Yep.
you have a new costume
Yes.
that you never had in the originals, and that's awesome.
What?
When you switch
Yes.
between Halloween Town and Christmas Town, you
Yes,
change
the
outfits.
Halloween, or you don't have the Halloween.
you got, like,
You
Christmas
do
theme.
when
Yeah,
you're in
like-
Halloween Town,
yeah, you have,
but when
like,
you go over,
Christmas theme
you're in a
going
Christmas
on.
theme thing.
It changes.
That's what I want.
And that's what we're talking about because the remasters. Okay, add whatever you can add in the remasters. Like if there's something to add, like there's some remasters coming out that still have like what's the fucking one? Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Fuck that shit.
And you still
Fuck
have
you.
you still making people pay for the DLC. Now I know they changed that and they're gonna add it for free, but they were, And it's like that game's old as fuck.
It's
At this point, you're just trying to
for both.
At this point, you're just trying to get whatever money you can get from the game.
You know what? Like they would have got me at like
30.
either 30 for both or 20 for both. Now you probably aren't gonna fucking get me until it's like 5 for both of
Is
them.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance
them.
2 terrible? I've heard it is. So let me ask you.
Gameplay wise, it's good.
Okay.
Just as good as the first one. It's just about the Civil War, and I fucking hate the Civil War. I think Civil War's fucking stupid.
So let me ask you: if they just offer Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 for $30, would you be in, including all DLC?
No.
No.
Jesus, all right.
20 or lower.
How old is this game now? Like 10 years, right?
Bro, it's old as fuck.
So
You know what? If they would have did like X-Men Legends 2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 for like all for $40,
wow.
I would have fucking bought into that.
Sure.
$10 again.
Yeah, and that's
Really, that's how much they
reasonable,
should be,
and
especially if you're on Steam. Like,
And
you're that fucking old. Maybe even $20 a game, but when sale comes up, you're hitting 40s.
Yeah. It's just it's fucking disrespectful.
So we agree remasters are good.
Good.
Yes.
Alex.
Yeah.
Moving on.
God damn it.
Here we go. This is the fan service. We're talking about in an anime, you're watching, or a manga, video game. Nick, explain this for me.
Yep. We want to know.
I want you to explain fan service.
All right, fan service is, let's say you got a busty character, and she might slip on a banana peel next to some cream, and next thing you know, she's in a compromised position with white stuff all over her, suggesting something else.
Right.
And then there's like
Or
somebody
even,
just walking down
for
the street
example,
and there's panty shot. There's
Yeah, yeah.
low
The
angles.
wind blowing, you see panties.
And there's no reason for that.
Exactly.
Okay, so fan service. How much is too much? Does it ruin animes? I want to start with Alex. What do you think, bro?
All right. Well, it depends. If the manga or the anime has already been derailed at that point, and you're just sticking basically on fucking fan service, then you might as well go all the way if you're gonna be committed by that.
Right.
But if you're still trying to stick with the plot or what it's originally intended to be, then no. Why would you?
All right, I'm gonna bring it down. Danganronpa 2 has fan service.
Yes, it does.
But that's like a joke.
Does it ruin it?
No, because that's supposed to be joking to all the other animes. It's kind of like a parody, like making fun of itself kind of thing.
I feel that. So
That's
you're saying
the whole
that doesn't
point
ruin
about
it because that's the joke.
Yeah, that's what Mikon's all about. She's practically like a joke to like all the other fucking lewd nonsense that goes on in animes.
High School DxD is the best. It's awesome. The best fan service
It is
anime
all
that
fan
I've seen.
service.
Wait, you know what? That's a lie. It's one of the best. I can't say it is the best because I know Heaven's Lost Property,
You might as well just keep.
Sekirei.
I was gonna say
all
Sekirei's
all
pretty
that
good.
stuff. All that is good. Now I'm gonna let you know what? I got someone over here about to just blow a gasket. Let's go put some 2 cents into this.
Fuck no.
And if it's comedy purposes, then why not?
Okay,
it's
Zeb,
Have you
funny.
seen Heaven's Lost Property?
Yeah, that one.
And you telling me that's not funny?
That is what it is.
Have
It
you
should
seen
be
High
there.
School DxD?
Yes.
You telling me you don't like that?
I fucking hate it.
You hated it.
I hate the story and
First
the
off,
fan service.
are you serious?
Yes, I think it's fucking
Me and you are
stupid.
gonna have to debate about that later.
It's stupid. And there's a lot of stuff that I think ruins it. Here's a fucking big one. That's way too much fan service. Fucking Queen's Blade. I get it.
First off,
it's supposed to be there.
Time out.
But it is ridiculous.
Queen's Blade is trash.
It is trash.
So-
and it's also fucking overloaded with that shit.
So let's not even. Queen Blade's trash. Let's just get that out the way right there. Okay, so why don't you think of an anime that's actually good?
Also,
Freezing.
think freezing.
Freezing.
See,
Freezing
it's
Good, but I don't think there's too much fucking blowing away the fucking clothes.
Here's
I just don't fucking get it.
Here's what I think. I like Freezing, and I like the tone of it. When boobies come out, I'm not automatically turned away from what is going
Yeah.
on. I'm just like,
It's fine if like
Sure,
something kind of happens, but it happens all the fucking time.
one, you could kind of be like, that could possibly happen. I understand they're doing it just
like-
for the sake of it, But at the same time, it's like that doesn't. To me, it doesn't take away from anything that's going on.
Most
a lot
of
of
the
times,
time, they're not getting hurt underneath the clothes, though.
sometimes they are.
Aren't they
Sometimes-
getting
when
cut?
they
Like,
do,
they are
it's
getting
fine.
cut every single
But
time.
like when there's just clothes flying off and there's like no bodily injury, fuck that. That's stupid as fuck.
I guess it just doesn't bother me. The anime will still be good. Freezing is still good, even if titties are just out all the time.
It'll still
And that
hold on
doesn't.
its own. I don't think it'll ruin an anime. But if it's already bad, it just fucking makes the case even fucking worse.
I'm gonna say it can ruin an anime if the anime like dwells on it too much. If
it's
just
like its main focus. Something like that.
I guess like if
Yeah.
it could have had something good going on, but instead it focused on bullshit. Like
You haven't seen Tenjo Tenge.
but
Shit fucking happens.
Bikini Warriors.
Bro, that's a parody though.
Okay, but check it out. Like, it's a parody. It's making fun of all the RPG tropes and stuff like that, and that's hilarious. Or not hilarious, but it's it's mildly entertaining. It's kind of funny. But at the same time, while the main characters are talking, there's no animation. There's just a still frame of people's like genitals and stuff, and I just don't understand it. Like, you had something really good, and I know anime. There's a lot of anime in the world, and you got to make yourself stand out. And the easiest way to do that is put titties on the cover, and there you go. And that's why I watched it. So I guess you got me. But during the show, it was just like, I get it, but God, can you just move on? Like, you have some funny
Have
jokes here.
more substance.
You have the substance. You just are wasting the 3-minute episode on bullshit that isn't as funny, and there's no nudity in it either. So it's like, what are you even doing?
Well, like
Why
said
would you even
earlier-
do this?
Like you said earlier, they already got you, so you're already watching it.
I mean, it's true, and I'm gonna watch the OVA coming out.
A 3-minute OVA. Come on now.
You're a piece of shit.
I'm sorry.
Hey man, you
You're the one supporting this shit.
You're the reason why they're still
At
doing
least you
this.
watched it for free.
I didn't watch it for free. It's on.
He faked
God.
Wait, no, it's on
He paid
Crunchy.
for
It's
his
on.
softcore porn.
Is
I
it?
think it's on Crunchyroll actually. But the point is, like, I don't know. It doesn't bother me that much unless it just takes away from what's actually good going on. And my level of what takes away that is not.
I guess it just depends on the person.
I think I would have liked Sekirei more because I like the concept of it a lot. I like how like all the girls are fucking different, and I get it. It's like supposed to be like that harem kind of thing with combat.
Yep.
I still think there's just too much fan
Sekirei.
service. It's Sekirei.
In Sekirei.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good though. Real
good.
but
So what you're saying is, even if anime was 10 out of 10 perfect, when you start throwing in the fan service bullshit, it automatically
saying
brings
it'll ruin it,
It automatically
but
brings it down a notch.
I think it devalues it.
Wow. Okay.
You know,
I'm gonna say no.
I do too.
Alex.
Nah.
I'm the only one that's
Yes, you
on
are.
this one.
Yes, you are. You're the prude.
Fuck you, bitch.
I just
I
want.
always take stuff like that for like comedy purposes, as in it's supposed
That's
to
usually
be
what
jokes.
it's put in there for. It usually is put in there for comedy.
But like we were talking earlier, like Freezing is a
Comedy
comedy, and I
has,
still
like-
find it amazing.
Yo, Freezing has comedy moments. What are you talking
Sure,
about?
but it's
I
not a
can't-
comedy.
And I can't really pitch in for that one because I haven't read or watched it. But all I know from you guys saying season 2 is where it starts like kind of it starts derailing. off
Man,
the
because like they try to do they skip a key arc, and they skip the key arc and put it in the middle,
In
just so
Freezing.
they can get straight to Alaska. That's where they messed up at. Okay, that's
Yeah.
why it didn't mesh well with what they tried to do.
It was just weird.
It's just another.
They
fallout.
wanted to get to Alaska so bad for some odd reason.
This is them not following up with like what was supposed to
That's
happen.
another thing, not following the manga properly.
Yeah.
That's another example right there where it bit him in the ass.
So that sucks then.
Yeah, so
All right. Just want to remind everyone you're watching the Grab Shiny podcast. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching SoundCloud, or even if you're watching on YouTube, just share the video with anyone that's or anyone that you know that might like the kind of stuff we're talking about here today. Final topic we're going to talk about it's our versus topic, and we'll do one every single week. No, we're cutting it close on time. Altair, Big Boss.
I'll tell you.
Get in a fight.
Big boss.
Altair.
Get in a fight. Who wins?
Altair.
Now, without any explanation, I want to go through each one and see who you're gonna pick, and then we'll talk about why.
Okay.
Zach,
Big boss.
Alex,
Big boss.
Nick,
I'll tell you.
Altair for me as well.
Wow.
Damn straight.
All right, who wants to chime in on it first?
I can start.
Go ahead, Zach.
All right, is this after Altair is like leader of the?
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker.
Okay, and he has a lot of assassins underneath him.
Damn
or-
straight he does. He has a
Yeah.
whole goddamn order.
Okay, but
This is like on a one-on-one.
one-on-one situation.
Well, I think that's kind of unfair because one of Big Boss's biggest things is his fucking charismatic leadership.
Sure, but that doesn't,
But he had a lot of skill required.
I don't
too.
bring those motherfuckers with me when I'm out killing people,
Even then, the assassins would murk their ass with
You know.
whatever.
So,
I think Big Boss has fucking handled way more scary shit and ridiculous stuff compared to Altair.
Mhm.
Like, motherfucker, what's that guy that has like control of the dead or whatever in 3? Or
Right.
like the afterlife?
The
and-
Sorrow.
the sorrow.
Oh my god, when he fought the Shago Hide and then something, and then he fought Metal Gear number 5. I can't say the name because Nick had. Well, yeah, you haven't finished it yet, or else I would say his name.
So he fought a machine.
Yeah,
That's what you're
alright,
saying.
you know what we say? It's the Philanthropist. He fought that mainly on his own. Well, I mean, he got some backup once in a blue moon if you actually called for
So,
it.
like, how did he fight him? Let me guess. Did he have some rocket launchers he was shooting at
Yeah.
and stuff? Okay, so he didn't fight him.
Now,
then.
hold up.
Look, man.
Big Boss is carrying rocket launchers, He's
Yes.
carrying a full loadout to fight Altair.
Also, I don't think Altair has seen his cardboard boxes. So that's automatic advantage right there. Altair can hide in some fucking hay, but them boxes are on point.
Big
And,
Boss really
and
knows
the
art.
decoys. Those decoys have probably tricked the fuck out of Altair.
Okay, so you're saying Big Boss is carrying everything. So Altair's
Nah, you
bringing
don't-
the apple of
probably not.
Eden, right?
He's not that dumb.
Huh?
So Altair's bringing that apple of Eden.
No.
I'm saying though, if Big Boss is bringing his whole full combat load, I think Altair should bring his combat load
well,
too.
He does bring his combat.
Well,
load.
Big Boss isn't bringing Metal Gear,
Yeah. He could bring a rider. What about Diamond Dog?
Man, DD's so great.
Yeah, but that doesn't count, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay.
Here's what I think.
Go ahead.
I think Big Boss can shoot at Altair, but I think Altair's like maneuverability is not. He's not gonna get hit by it. Like he can't dodge bullets, but I'm just saying like the way he moves, Big Boss wouldn't even be able to take aim on him.
I don't know, man.
Honestly,
What
don't think
bosses have like very big fucking mobility that you fight in? Playing as Big Boss, are there any that are like really high mobility?
The fear.
the fear.
Yo, who was that little vampire dude that
Vamp's
was on
only
Nano
with
Machines?
solid, right? Not,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Vamp
Vamp is fast, but
you
you
literally
never
said
fight him
Vamp.
as Big Boss, but you can assume
fight him
that
as-
he wouldn't be able to keep
Can't
up with
shoot
him.
him.
Yeah. So I'm trying to say I don't think he could keep up with that. So he's gonna have to focus on his hand to
I feel like
hand.
he's pretty fucking accurate.
They
But his
need-
hand to hand,
He's
Now,
I
a-
think beats Altair's.
Big Boss does CQC, and he's a bad man.
Yeah.
However,
I think that
Altair,
beats Altair.
is good with the sword and good with all kinds
Daggers,
of fucking
throwing
daggers,
knives.
hidden knives and
But
stuff.
it's not like you could take on a whole fucking city of guards just by himself. Big Boss, I think if it's hand to hand, he could take on fucking people.
Here's the thing:
No, I don't believe that.
Altair's taking on whole cities with hand to hand. All right, he's an assassin. He jumps in shadows, jumps back out. Everything's dead.
I
Now-
mean, when he's not going to just easily be able to jump out
Okay.
of shadows.
Let's bring Snake down off that pedestal real quick, okay? Because he's not. If he walks into the middle of a city and he's
He earned
fighting
that
hand
fucking
to
pedestal,
hand, first
okay?
off,
He
and he's
earned that
fighting
shit.
hand to hand. He's not taking everybody
He
out.
lost
Okay,
a lot. He doesn't give a fuck. He will.
He
will
has
do
lost.
anything.
So is Altair.
in the beginning,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
he got cocky.
You know what? That's the changer right there. I think
I think it's a really big depending thing.
Altair that we got in the beginning of the game, and like kind of
we'd lose to Big Boss.
We'd lose the Big Boss. Yes,
because
I
he's
agree
getting
with you there.
cocky. I think he would go in for the hidden blade, and Big Boss would slam his ass into the ground
And just
and
Probably
just shoot
shove it
him.
right into his throat.
Yeah.
But mature Altair.
Wouldn't run for him like
No.
that, or he would run towards him, but it would be a fake out.
I'm still
He's
assuming,
analyzing this situation at the same time, and I really think he'll catch Big Boss slipping.
I don't know. I think the technology difference in know-how would definitely be an Altair's disadvantage.
I think it also depends on the environment. If they're in a city,
I think Altair has a
I think
big
Altair
chance.
If
Yes.
wins. If there's
With, like,
any
a lot of
if
people
there's
and
any
everything.
type of like caves or anything like that, I think Altair wins again because like he's better at stealth in my opinion. Like Big Boss is good at stealth, But I think Altair and the Assassins are way better. They can come out of nowhere. Like Big Boss is good in like a weird 80s type of way, like MacGyver type stealth, but he's not this godsend.
He's not blending into a crowd.
He's not
sitting on the bench. Nobody's noticing him.
There's
You know?
Altair. He's not a fucking godsend either.
I think as far as gameplay, I go more off of how the character plays rather than like the story behind it.
I'm saying you can dodge.
I mean, that's the things you do in the game, though.
But I've seen Big Boss be played like a fucking champ and never get seen. You know,
Altair the same way.
Things. You can,
but the whole gameplay of Altair is never to be seen.
Exactly, it's the assassin thing.
I just think he's better at stealth, and if they're in any type of city, he's dead.
But any sort of Warzone situation.
At the same time, I could see a situation where Altair is sneaking around the city, goes to hit the hidden blade, hits a decoy, fucking box pops up behind him, and fucking he's dead. I could also see that.
Man, this is some screw attack
I feel like
conversation.
most of the time,
It really is.
I think more situations Big Boss would still have the advantage.
Like what?
Like open areas, like you said, he could trick them. There's a lot of things he can do, a lot of tools he has. Altair has a lot of tools.
I think the tools he has, like the decoys, play a big factor, landmines, things like that.
A whole bunch of things.
Even
I'm saying, like the technology difference is
even
huge.
if Altair knew what those things were, you can't always plan for fucking mines to be everywhere in the ground.
You know, and it's hard to say. Like you can't really give each one a starting advantage. Like, oh, fucking Altair saw Big Boss first, or Big Boss saw Altair first, because either one, it'd be like an automatic win. Altair would just sneak up on him and kill him, and Big Boss would probably just fucking snipe his ass.
I think if they're in that big field that you fought the boss in at the end of 3, Big Boss probably wins.
Honestly,
just because Altair cannot use his fucking skill set to full. You know.
And Big Boss, like he has like fought. Well, I guess technically Snake still, but you know, he's still a clone of Big Boss. And he's fought like invisible enemies before, like Laughing Octopus and fucking like Crying Wolf in the middle of Blizzard.
Well, that's Solid Snake, but still, I get your point. Probably the same skill set transitions over.
Yeah,
I think that, yeah, but like, it's hard to like justify, because in 4 he has like that special suit, and that helps him in certain ways. It doesn't help him too much.
And Big Boss doesn't have that,
but. You know, like, because you don't really know if maybe that enhances his senses also. Like, that's why he can kind of react that way, or, you know.
Yeah.
Because in 1, he's a badass, but not fucking really. You know? I think he just... It's like a mix between fucking luck and how fucking good he is. Especially in, like, the early games, just Metal Gears in general, you know? And fucking... Because he wasn't fucking an expert in anything, really.
Yeah.
He was just... being trained, and he was all right.
Well, I think
Solid 1 is the same thing.
I think Big Boss is an expert. That's the thing.
Yes,
Big Boss is an expert.
Motherfucking.
And Solid Snake was
Badass.
trained to be Big Boss, but at the end of the day, Big Boss is Big Boss.
He's motherfucking Big Boss for a fucking reason. I still think Altair could definitely win in some situations, but I think Big Boss wins more in the overall spectrum.
All right, final thoughts, Nick. Who wins?
Open field.
Sure.
I give it Big Boss.
Okay.
In a straight up 1-on-1, hand-to-hand combat fight. Probably 8 out of 10 times Big Boss, I think, wins that fight.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
But y'all did make a good point with that, the people, because Altair blends in like crazy easily.
Somehow.
So,
Alex.
Just fucking praying,
bullshit
man.
purposes. Yeah.
Assassins do
Blending
what
with
they
a
have to
group of
do.
hookers, and you got that covered.
You know, that's a real thing you do in the game.
Yeah. So.
Alex, who wins?
Overall, I want to say Big Boss, like Warzone wise, like he's got that whole slate covered. I would say Altair would win if it was like a close quarters situation, like in a city. I want to say like precisely like whenever you're like, I remember Metal Gear Solid 5 when you're just roaming around in those little towns, those little fucking.
Altair could have fucked him up right there.
Altair would have a huge advantage over him, but overall, anything else, I think Big Boss would still beat him.
Okay, what you guys at?
I think home field advantage, each character would win in their own respective ways. I think the best thing, like, if each character was in a area that neither one of them fucking knew about, I'm sure Big Boss would have some kind of, like, technology to help him see out the area and everything.
That's the big thing.
And technology is a big thing. Like, it's big
two
area
separate time
difference.
periods.
But that's That's what it is, man. That's like Mega Man versus Mega Man X. X is gonna trash that ass. He's just more technologically advanced, man. He's gonna fuck him up.
Okay.
But Altair in a fucking crowd, no, he'll get Big Boss.
I'm gonna go with Big Boss under all circumstances. Actually, city or not, I think the technology has like he'll just find Altair. Like if he knows Altair is after him, he'll see Altair before Altair shows up. Even though he's a master assassin, I think just with the decoys he can lay down and the mines he can lay down, like.
But you don't think Altair with his eagle vision can see past that?
Oh, it's a good point.
I'm saying that, like, you know, you can when you have
Doesn't
a
that leave
target.
him, like, susceptible though?
No.
Well, he can actively move.
Yeah.
Yes.
While he's doing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So, God, under those,
I don't know, man.
I think it just has to come down to like
Straight up.
fight to fight. Like when they meet each other, you can try to psych each other out, but when they meet,
I think
who wins? And I think it's still Big Boss, man. He's a bad man.
Also,
the
in that
CQC
city,
is.
man, like
I could say the CQC is almost more or less an advanced assassin technique, probably. You know.
yeah.
I'm just
Pretty
saying,
much.
like in the city though, the only reason why I bring it is because in the city, I do think Altair has him with that eagle vision, because I do believe he will be able to see the traps that Big Boss would have laid if he knew Altair was coming from.
It's hard to tell because that doesn't happen. There's not that situation in the game.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
But I also got to think, like, because Big Boss later on, when he kind of stops giving a fuck, when he's willing to fucking do more drastic things to get the fucking job done, I think he would probably just fucking mow down those fucking people to fucking kill Altair. Like,
Civilians?
for fucking real. Yes. Later on, man.
Yeah.
But,
It clearly shows
You
why
know,
he stopped
big-
giving a fuck.
Big Boss from fucking 3 and, like, old Metal Gears and everything, no, he wouldn't fucking do that. He's not about that fucking shit. You know?
It depends.
But-
It depends.
That's where it kind of, could be up in the air too.
Sure. Well, that's where we gotta leave you guys off. This is the end of the first Grab Shiny podcast. Thank you everyone for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not, share whatever version of it you have with your friends. And make sure you grab the shiny in your day. Later, guys.